Another week. Welcome aboard the pirate ship. It is the Buc It Podcast. I am Clay Major, pirate captain, co-captain, as always, with my other co-captain,
Captain Not here.
Joe
Sunshines.
Patchai Lozier.
Yeah, people forget.
That's it, man. So
Yeah,
what a game we're coming off of Sunday.
like to forget that one.
Love to forget that. Not a good game. For those of you at home, we lost 28 to 23, Bucs fans.
But was it really a 28-23 game to you?
No, it felt a lot worse.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the last Travion Henderson touchdown should have been the before that should have been the end game of the score. You know, the Travion shouldn't have scored. They should have went down there, blow out the clock, and you know, had a little bit closer of a game, I suppose. Well, I guess it was the same way either way, Joe.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a good game.
Actually, smart. It was actually kind of cool on him watching him run in and look. I thought he was showboating at first, running into the end zone, but
Nope.
heady play from the roof, looking over at the sideline in case they were all telling him to get down, get down, get down.
Can you imagine being that fast where you're able to look over to the sidelines to get instructions and then just sprint in the rest of the 5 yards? Absolutely outstanding. So I think that leads us to what we like and what we didn't like, Joe.
That'd be one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You pick good cop, bad cop. You want to do good or bad this week? First.
I'll be bad cop first because I'll
Perfect, man.
piggyback right off of that. Four explosive plays for over 250 yards. That's it. Four explosive plays, 250 yards.
It's the ball game right there.
That's like losing the turnover battle, just like that.
Yeah.
That's basically losing the turnover battle. And that's bad.
That's bad. And one of those big plays from Kyle Williams, I think his
Huh?
name was, who was covered by, you might know this name, Benjamin Morrison, who I don't goes into the thing. Benjamin Morrison did not have a great game in this. He had a defensive pass interference against Stephon Diggs later in the second half after that play. That was at the end of the first, giving up that explosive touchdown. But then that was about the time where they started alternating series between Jamel and Benjamin, which made no sense to me. Absolutely
No.
seriously.
I mean, I guess like we looked it up, right? Jamel played many more snaps than Benjamin Morrison. But then
78, I think it was to 16. Only 16, which we were surprised about. I
then
was.
why did we keep noticing Benjamin Morrison in a negative light? Like that's not good. That's the same with offensive line. If you notice the offensive line, they're not doing their job.
That's exactly it. Any football, well, other than wide receivers and running backs and I guess
Quarterback.
quarterback, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's it. Or edge rusher.
Yeah.
You don't want to be hearing their name. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Other than if like something unusual happens, like an interception. Um,
Whoa. Nice.
yeah.
Nice. I guess we're doing things we don't like or like, don't like. Switch back and
Yeah,
forth.
so things we like, Joe.
Thing I like, that interception by Tyke Smith. That was awesome. That was not what I had as my things I like and things I didn't like.
Excuse me, no sneeze button here. Jeez Louise, we're low tech here.
Get,
In the
hit
business, in the
hit the dump
business, you
button.
know.
Hit the dump button.
Yeah, geez.
Things I like. Kate Otten finally got involved. 9 catches, 82 yards. He looked great. He got smashed on that fourth down play
Yeah.
right at the sticks. Got loaded up.
And 97% of the snaps out there,
Yeah, he was out there the
he's
whole time.
playing the whole
Yeah,
game. That's
yeah,
awesome in this day and age. That's an all-around tight end. So
yeah.
hopefully we don't lose him. Speaking of the good Joe in this one, I think Graham Barton had his best game of his young football career this week. I think he maintained the line of pressure well. I don't think the guys next to him did a very good job, but I think Graham Barton actually had a pretty sound game and didn't give up that many pressures as someone else double check.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
So I guess we'll segue into that. Things I don't like goes to both of the guards, and so maybe you can help me understand how Graham and maybe I didn't notice Graham Barton, but it seemed like the interior of the offense just got bullied. They got bullied as soon as so we got Gedeke back. Awesome. Good job. Good job. Ben Bredesen goes down, and we have Michael Jordan who got thrashed at right guard last week. Now he got thrashed at left guard this week, and Feeney.
Mean.
Bobolini, damn, he wasn't mean. He wasn't mean on Sunday. He got bullied. And so I guess maybe you can help me understand how, because both guards just got pushed back every single time there's a pass rush. They just got bullied, and that pocket collapsed. But you say Graham
Yeah,
looked good?
Graham looked good. Graham looked solid. He maintained what's the word I'm looking for? His leverage at the line.
Yeah.
He didn't get pushed back. The guards made him get pushed back. There's a lot of pressure on the outside edges. I think Tristan Wirfs gave up a sack in this game
One.
as well.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
nice to have Luke back, but Luke was on fresh legs, if you
Yep.
will.
Yep.
But the solid line, you didn't hear Graham Burns' name from any kind of penalties, anything like that. There was no bad snaps, and like you could associate that as interior pressure to him. But personally, I think that's going to fall more on the guards than him if you went back to watch the tape.
Yeah. No,
And,
sure.
and, and other than that, another point, Sean Tucker, first running back to go over 50 yards against the Patriots. So,
Let's go.
man, I think there's a little bit of a correlation there, to be honest with you.
Sean was 11 carries.
11 or so, I believe that's
Here,
correct, Joe.
13. Sorry for pulling that up. Our analytics, yeah.
No,
So,
that's okay. That's why we have
but it was awesome to be able to see Sean actually get
9 carries.
carries.
He averaged
Nine.
5.9, 6
Yeah.
yards a carry.
And we know Rashad. He's not the rusher between the tackles. So
Rashad White's not a rusher at all. He's kind of a
he can pass block.
threat.
He can catch passes.
You play NCAA football 26 and you start recruiting kids and you realize those pass catchers, whether they're north, south, east, west, just don't recruit them.
No?
No, they don't turn out to be good, man. They're got weird stats to them. Weird stats to them. Plus, Arizona State's a party school, so maybe Rashad White's back in his heyday.
Kind of looks like a little party.
You know, hey,
Wait.
look good. We'll be glad to see him on the Chiefs next year,
Yeah.
just like Rojo
Whoa.
and Mike Edwards.
You know who we played against? I didn't realize Carlton Davis was a
Yeah,
Patriot.
Carlton Davis. Let's check. Hold on, analytic department. Carlton Davis stats here. Let's
The
look at
third,
this.
excuse me.
The third. So we're gonna go off tackles.
There you go.
5 tackles, 2 solo, 0 passes defended. That is a $80 million cornerback in these days. The Grave Diggers. Okay. So Graham Barton was my good. Any
Oh yeah, I got one more.
there you go.
Chase McLaughlin, perfect again.
Man, I tell you what, you gotta give some hope. And you know what
Pickers are people.
speaking of special teams, I like there was a segment, and I don't remember what quarter it was, but Riley Dixon could have pinned them deep.
Dude.
And it wasn't necessarily his fault, right? Coverage maybe should have been there. It's kind of close. Good fake out by the returner. And it did end up rolling in there.
Yeah, the return.
But and that I don't like that. But what I do like is a punter showing emotion and being like, oh, because that's what he did. He went over there, took his helmet off, he was pissed about it. That's what I want to see. If you mess up a kick, your only job, don't walk out there, high five people, make things okay. Show me some emotion.
Okay.
Get back out there. Show me that frustrated you just as much as it frustrated me.
Mhm.
That's all you can ask for.
Okay.
So, Riley Dixon, shout out to you. No game ball. Shout out
Hell,
to you.
heck no. No game ball.
No game ball.
No. But okay. You're a person too.
Okay.
My game ball is going to Tyke Smith.
We're going the game balls. I tell you what, man, did you bet the over of 6.5
I did not.
tackles plus
But
assists?
I should have.
You should have every single game. I'm telling you, besides one, the first episode we did.
Yeah.
That's it. So, no,
8 tackles and 1 INT in the end zone. It was beautiful.
beautiful.
Drake May was
Hunter Henry was the target, I think.
Drake May's completion percentage was not very good. It's like 50%, but his balls were just missiles. But Tyke,
I thought you were going to say massive. It's a family-friendly show, Joe, but continue.
he did stay in the pocket really well. Tyke, nice pick in the end zone. That was good. Good stuff. Good effort. You got my game ball.
All right. Good stuff with the game ball. We got it. I was thinking about this, maybe not say it on camera, but I'm going to say it anyways. We got to get little footballs. Toss them out. You know what I'm saying? This is our game ball, college game day style. Joe, I'm going to go on the offense here. My game ball is, I thought about giving it to a Mecca Bop, but he does this every week. So it would be like giving LeBron James a game ball for going out there and putting up 28 and 6, right?
Sure.
So I'm going to give it to Tej Johnson.
Ah!
Tej Johnson. 4
Not
catches, 45 yards, I believe, and 2 receiving touchdowns, plus 2 awesome touchdown celebrations. How many times did he do the flip?
I only saw him do it once.
Just once. Just once. So maybe 1.5
Can you
awesome.
stop doing it, please?
I don't mind it.
You tear an ACL, and I am going to hope that Bruce Arians comes down from the press, grabs you, and Stop doing the backflip.
The-
There's no point. You're
you,
gonna hurt yourself.
there's no biscuit without the risk it. So when you get the biscuit, Joe, you can go ahead and risk it. I think BA would agree with that.
If BA was on that field,
Yeah.
he would have said, "Good, you had fun.
Yep.
You did your one.
Yep.
Don't you ever do that
Yeah.
again."
Now don't touch my Kangol.
I missed that one.
That's the hat he wears.
Okay.
No, do you remember, and I'm sorry, folks, to get the road a little bit. Do you remember COVID season and the mask that he tried to wear? How goofy he looked in
Yes,
one
he looked
game?
terrible. Yes.
So, anyways, fantastic times. Good
Throwback.
memories.
I miss COVID season. There was nobody around us in the stands.
No.
It was so nice. Nobody to yell. You could sit. You could just like move over a little bit.
We had
It
Tom
was
Brady.
actually we couldn't move over. The seats were literally heavy duty zip tied. So you couldn't just move wherever you wanted. You had your designated seats, and the other ones were like commercial grade zip tied closed. And we had Tom Brady.
And we had Tom
Yeah.
Brady. And I mean, I think as local Bucs fans, I think a lot of people may have got the opportunity to go during a game during that, but either watching it was still just kind of weird.
Speaking of all these Pats fans, you were all wearing Bucs gear for the last 5 years.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
the
and then they
Patriots
switched
come
that.
to town. Did you
Oh, yeah.
hear them chanting MVP?
I heard them chanting MVP, and then also Dave Portnoy posted a video and said, Pats fans travel so well. And he just did like a photo from the skybox. He was sitting with Robert Kraft.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he did a photo of it, and it was just I
They
thought it
were
was
all
like
Bucs
inclusive, but there
fans.
was a lot of blue.
You were all Bucs fans. Last like every you're literally wearing your Pats jerseys on Sunday, and next week or in 3 weeks, you're gonna be wearing your Bucs jerseys again.
That's that Tom Brady effect, Joe. You know, you get greatness and you get the garbage that comes with it.
Bandwagon.
Bandwagoners. All right, Joe. What do we have going on? We have the Bills coming up week 11.
Yeah.
What
Interesting matchup.
interesting matchup. I mean, this could be a potential Super Bowl teaser here. Potentially.
So 2 weeks ago, the Bills beat the Chiefs, right? So now the Bills, everybody has the Bills as the number one team, right? They beat the Chiefs. Then last week, they go in and put up an absolute stinker in Miami. Miami.
Absolute stinker.
How Mike McDaniel.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
And once again,
Yeah.
off key. He drove by the Bills.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would do that if I was a coach.
And then his press conference was like, AI is incredible. I do happen to live near there though. But AI is cool.
I would, if there's one coach in the NFL I would want to party with, it'd be Mike McDaniel. That man has access to some crazy party favors, and I am all about it. That's fun stuff. Joe, you're absolutely right. You know, beat the Chiefs 2 weeks ago. Their first start of the season, absolutely hot. You know, they scored 30 points in every game, 40 points to open the game in the month of September, and then October.
Was that preseason?
Yeah, up top there. Yeah,
Okay.
this was the first game of the year.
Okay.
So, and then you go down, you get to October. They lost to the Patriots, put up 20 points. They lost to the Falcons, put up 14. They beat the lowly Panthers 40 to 9.
Yeah.
Then they beat the Chiefs 28-21. They have not put up 30 points since then, and they have had a team do that once against them, which was the Dolphins.
Whew.
Exactly.
Ends
So
up.
it actually is adding up a little bit good to us. I think the weather may play a factor. Would you agree with that?
I was going to ask you about that. Everybody talks all summer long about these teams from up north coming down and playing in our humidity and our heat. I personally didn't see that much of a difference in sluggishness come their end of third, fourth quarter in either team. I'm not on the field. I don't know. I didn't ask them personally. I really don't. But people bring it up like it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
What about these teams like the Bucs and the Dolphins who are so used to this heat and this humidity? You're going up to Buffalo. It's going to be cold.
39 degrees.
39 degrees. Some people say that's football weather. Ask Vita Vea that.
Ask the Las Vegas Raiders and Denver Broncos. Ask the Green Bay Packers and Philadelphia Eagle, baby.
I don't want to ask Philly fans anything.
Well, 2-10-7 games, cold environments.
Okay.
So
The question is are the Bucs going to is the temperature, the cold temperature going to affect the Bucs this week?
I don't think it does necessarily. I don't think the cold affects the hot because the cold you just got to wear layers. You're gonna get warmed up on the sidelines. 39 degrees. nothing out of the ordinary. Most of these players are from what? You're looking all over the country. You know what I'm saying? You got kids from Iowa playing here. You got kids from Minnesota, Antoine Winfield. You got Ohio State products on the field. Oklahoma is not a very warm place. So these are people that have experienced this before and players that know this. So no, I don't think the cold makes a bigger advantage than the heat. And I don't think the Bucs are going to have too big of a disadvantage playing in a 39-degree environment
Okay.
with no snow, with no rain. Now, I could be looking at this wrong. Looks a little cloudy, but there's no snow, no rain, so it's just really cold.
Okay.
It was practically 39 degrees last night, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. And did you go outside?
It was cold.
It was cold.
It was
It
cold.
was cold. Imagine getting hit by somebody in that temperature.
Yeah, but you're paying me a couple mil. I'll give it my all, baby. I'll go out there thinking I'm Joe Montana.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're not gonna throw balls in the dirt for $5,000? Sorry, wrong show. Moving on.
Yeah.
You have anything over here? We're previewing.
Uh, no. Do you have any other questions?
I want to know why we didn't throw any of the. I don't know. I don't know about any. I didn't go back and look at the exact analytics. I didn't see any cornerback blitzes. I rarely saw any linebacker blitzes. I don't know what's going on.
I, I think that's to the blind eye hard to see in real time.
Okay.
If you go
Because
back
they
and
didn't
watch the
hit.
all 22, because they didn't hit. Now, I don't think we blitzed our cornerbacks and safeties very often. I do agree with you
Yeah.
there. But I think there was a whole bunch of different stunts on the inside with the linebackers coming in and everything else. Which if you can chalk that up to an exquisite blitz, that
I did see
six
Jamel
to
Dean
one.
come up and
Go,
make it.
go.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I did see Jamel Dean come up and make a tackle up at the defensive end slot. So there must have been something there.
Playing up. I mean, he's always scheming, dude. He's got all these different stunts and everything in the beginning. It really throws the offense through a loop. So, I mean, this week going against Josh Allen, who's almost a similar quarterback to Drake May, thinking out loud, I would think, yeah, you got to do something unique here.
Something.
So,
Because, but then again, if you blitz Josh from one side, won't he just run to the other side?
well, we got Chris Easian back, who only played one snap last week, which is
Why?
weird. But I think he is a tremendous blitzer from the slot. I think he's a great slot safety, a
Mhm.
box safety. So I think we could see a little bit more of him in bringing it. I think Todd Bowles needs to recognize the Morrison experiment needs to take a little bit slow and steady pace.
Yeah.
I think that's going to open up to maybe some more people getting playing time like that Chris Izzy aforementioned.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So,
We'll see. I have another question for you.
yes, sir.
Speaking of
Yeah.
getting Izzy back, who needs to step up? Like, what do we need to see?
Abso-freaking-lutely, sir. So, breaking news today, we did get Hassan Reddick back at practice.
Oh.
Bucky Irving.
Oh,
Absolutely.
we
Two news
also
there,
had
Joe.
Josh Williams, who couldn't find the field anyways, get suspended for PEDs.
Listen, Rashad White's not going to be on the team next year. The PEDs are going to help him get bigger, stronger, and faster for next year.
He
We're
can't
about
play
it.
if he takes them. And it's not like he was on the field anyways. Dude, if you need PEDs and you still can't make the field on game day, you're doing it wrong.
So, like I said, Bucky Irving, Hassan Reddick back at practice today. Players need to step up. This leads me right into it. If Bucky does not go this Sunday, which I don't think we need to force him back, because when he's on the field, this offense is explosive and a complete different level. So we want to take our time there. I think Sean Tucker and Rashad White in that offensive line got to step up this week. Not only certain players, I think everybody needs to play together. I think, we need to see a rushing line. Rashad White needs to be in the 40s and 50s. And there goes the mic. Look at that. There's it go. And Sean Tucker needs to be, once again, 40s, 50s.
We just saw Devon off the A chain
Yeah.
go off the A chain
Yeah.
against this Bills defense. Which running back do you think fits better for this Bill? I mean, obviously, neither of our backs are Devon A chain, right? We got that.
Yeah.
But which running back do you think will produce more with this Bills against this Bills defense?
Well, Joe, spoiler alert to predictions of score. I do think the Bills will start hot in this game. So I think we will be playing from behind, which is going to dictate seeing a little bit more Rashad White,
Hmm.
which is okay. But if this were on paper, everybody's even, I think you have to incorporate Sean Tucker more.
Yeah.
I think he showed more things. I
Mhm.
think he can do just everything Rashad White can, similar.
Yeah.
I mean, he may be down a couple pegs in pass protection or blitz pickups or something like that, but Baker's a smart quarterback. He's shifty. He can get out of there.
I see what you're saying, though. If we're down, Rashad's going to be in because Rashad's pass block is better. But we would prefer to see Sean Tucker in. We want Sean to get those touches. It
Exactly.
seems like Sean Tucker just finds that gap just a hair faster than Rashad, and he hits that gap and he goes.
Now, here's a question for you. If I were to tell you, if I'm from the future and come back and I go, one of those two running backs had a 40+ yard touchdown run, which one would you think it would
Sean
be?
Tucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you know you can do that.
Yeah.
Rashad White, you haven't seen it.
Rashad has a 40-yard catch. I don't, excuse me. My dog is silent most of all the time. I don't know. Pardon me for a moment. I don't get it.
So, other than that, other players on defense that need to step up. I have Yaya Diaby and Chris Braswell. Both of them missed sacks last week. Chris Bradwell almost had a sack on the Kyle Williams touchdown. Yaya Diaby was close to another there. We got 30 pressures last week, 50% of the pressures against Drake May, and only sacked him once. And that cannot be. This is Josh Allen. This is an MVP level quarterback. You have to get to him. You have to get home. And to win this game, I would be shocked if we won this game and had less than 3 sacks.
Okay. Contain. Contain.
Contain. So Chris Braswell, Yaya Diaby on the edge. Sorry to cut you off. Step in there. That's your domain, man.
Yeah.
And those guys on defense need to step up. And other than that, I'm not scared of the Bills wide receivers. I'm not scared of their playmakers. So I'm not necessarily worried about our secondary.
You're not worried about James Cook. He is that elusive.
I am a little worried James Cook, but the passing ability of James Cook, not the rushing.
Yeah.
Todd Bowles is going to be furious, and he is in that locker room right now telling those guys that's not what we do here.
He's a player's coach, but he's letting those players hear it. That's for sure.
And my score prediction in this one, once again, I do think it's going to be a loss, but I think we're going to be looking at 31-27.
I was thinking 27-24. Unfortunately, Bills. Unfortunately,
but that's okay.
I'd like to see Anthony Nelson contain, just like you were saying, contain. It's got me thinking Anthony Nelson could contain Anthony Nelson.
Backtrack. I'm sorry, Joe. I meant to say this. I left my notes at home in the office. Okay. Anthony Nelson, 0 pressures last week.
No, they had him dropping back in coverage. He's not the stork.
That's Todd Bowles for you. So, all right, Joe. So that is another episode of the lovely Buc It Podcast with Clay Major and Joe Lozier.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. If you have a score prediction you think the Bucs are going to win, we'd love to hear it. Trust me. We want the Bucs to win, no doubt. Drop it down, put up a comment. Let us know what you think. Do you have a player that wants to step up, that you think needs to step up to produce so we have a chance to beat these Bills? We have a chance to beat the Bills. Don't get us wrong. No. We're just not going to sugarcoat it and tell you the Bucs are going to win. 17 are going to go 17-0.
It's a close game. It'll be a close game. It'll be a good game.
I think so too.
A fun game. So
like and subscribe. Hit that bell.
Like and subscribe. Fire them cannons. Go Bucs. This is the Buc It Pod. Joe, anything else? Tell the fans. People watching. Fire them cannons. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. And go Bucs.